first, it was just an idea. How would it be to offer a small, compact, standardized chlorine plant? Fully pre-assembled skid units that could be shipped and driven to anywhere in the world, that could quickly and easily be assembled on site without the effort of having to install complex piping. Together, AkzoNobel, Uhde Nora and ThyssenKrupp Uhde have turned the idea into reality. And there it is, a skid module on the road, ideal container dimensions, allowing transportation by ship, plane or truck to anywhere in the world. This is the last of 17 skids that Uhde Nora and ThyssenKrupp Uhde delivered to Leuna in eastern Germany and assembled there. But first things first. The big attraction of the skid system is that the plant components can be completely pre-assembled in a well-equipped workshop anywhere in the world. Our engineers have succeeded in combining the units in such a way that there are only a few piping and cable connecting points from one skid to another or to the rest of the plant. These skids are destined for the Leuna Harze company. In this case, skids are only being used for the heart of the chlorine plant. But in future, even the assembled pipe racks could be split into skid elements for delivery. As the skids are of a manageable weight and size, on-site assembly proved relatively simple. As planned, the modules were simply stacked on top of one another and joined together. The components for the future cell room interior were the first to arrive. Leuna Harze is a good example of a company that doesn't need large quantities of chlorine for production purposes. But here there are multiple uses. A byproduct in the production of epichlorohydrin is brine, and this is to be used as a feedstock for the electrolysis plant. We've built a new plant for the production of epichlorohydrin. We'll use the chlor-alkali electrolysis plant to produce one of the feedstocks it requires. In this way, we'll be killing 3 birds with one stone. It will give us a secure feedstock base, reduce the transportation of hazardous goods on our roads, and minimize the burden on the river Saale, which takes in our effluent in the form of sodium chloride. One by one, the skid units are delivered. A few weeks later, next to the process modules for the cell room, the upstream crude brine treatment plant was erected. Incidentally, the skid-mounted chlorine plants are so designed that AkzoNobel could operate them by remote control for direct over-the-fence chlorine supply to the customer. Initially, Leuna Harze will operate its chlorine plant itself. Time now to erect the final skids, the waste gas dechlorination unit. At this point, the cell room building is already almost complete. Although the 18-metre-high column was separated into 2 skids, the haulier thought it was more practical for him to transport the 2 skids to Leuna as one. The final modules of the skid electrolysis plant, and also the longest. Of course, a sapling has to be attached for the topping out ceremony. The rest is routine. After a few hours, the column is in position. All that remains is to connect the pipes and cables. Last of all will come the Uhde single cells. Then the first of the 15,000-ton standard electrolysis plants, designed by ThyssenKrupp Uhde and Uhde Nora, can go on stream.